guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Check 9, check 9.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We want it. Come to my world.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Cook has it, left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That's going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge. It's the LSU star Darius Geis. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch it. Hey, watch that.
A 1st carry now for Thompson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now a run with Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59. Mike 59. Rip left. 59 Mark. 59 Mark. Check 59. Get that quarterback. And on top. Mike, check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Redskins' 27-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey. Mike 5-4. Go. You gonna get this ball?
Now it's the backup Smith. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On the ball.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you.
On the ground, it's Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shut! It's on the ending. 54 miles. I got you, pop. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and get it with Geis. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56, check 56. Watch the play.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
4 down. Check.
Now Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Single receiver.
Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Yeah, Jim. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Watch the run. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Haskins will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 24, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second down, Haskins. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Love. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch twitch. Check 13. Check 13.
On third down, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins in trouble in the book, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Running with Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. What we got? What we got?
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Washington.
Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
59 mark, 59.
From the 29, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. 15 yards on the play, first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Check 59, Mike.
They're going to go with Dotson on the wide receiver run. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At their 48-yard line.
Ready, 54.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
54, Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This is Geis. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Saints 26, Redskins 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Murray. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, team. 59 mark, 59.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, tight.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 59 Mike. 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd down, Kamara. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams